Okay, welcome. And thank you to the 1,000+ subscribers who've joined my channel. I hope you're really enjoying the content. Today we're going to talk about, are you ready for success? And you may be thinking, what do you mean? Of course I'm ready for success. I want success. I know exactly what I'm going to do when I become successful. I'm going to buy a car for myself. I'm going to buy a big house. I'm going to travel the world. And these are all valid things that you may be thinking, but it goes deeper. You see, when you become successful, you're also going to be faced with a lot of challenges that may come your way and that you may not be prepared for. For example, you could face a lot of competition. You could face a lot of people bringing negativity to you, trying to bring you down out of jealousy or things like that. Or you may end up having an overinflated ego and start to think too highly of yourself. And in the process of doing that, alienate yourself from your closest family members and your loved ones. And start to transform and become someone who you're not. So it is a healthy approach to consider this. For example, a person that wins a lottery and wins the jackpot ends up being broke after 1 year or 2 years. Why? The only plausible explanation there is that they have not learned to deal with the success. And there are many perils that you could face on that path as you're becoming successful. So one of the things, as an example, that I see a lot is that an overinflated ego can take over, as I was saying. And everyone is talking about becoming successful. Yeah, that's great, becoming successful. But I don't see a lot of people talking about what do you do when you get successful. That you're opening almost a trapdoor into all kinds of dangers. And you need to be aware of these to protect yourself and not lose yourself, as I was saying, in this overinflated ego that you may have. So the first step is really getting aware, being aware of what success looks like for you and how it may change you as a person. And then starting to think that, well, I don't really want it to change me so much, and certain areas I would like to keep the same. For example, you may want to keep the same type of personality that you have and not all of a sudden from being humble become too arrogant or cocky in front of others. So it's all about maintaining a good self-image and not losing yourself in that. I'm sure we can all think of examples of famous people, which I'm not going to name, that have done very well for themselves, but they get caught up in success, they let success get to their head, and they end up losing. They may end up losing their rank, they may end up losing their status, they may end up losing a championship belt, as an example. So it's a very valid issue that we should concern ourselves with. Protecting our success and making sure that we can continue to be successful. And so why is it that this is a problem? Because there are some profound psychological forces that are taking place in your mind at such a time. For example, the dopamine effect. It floods your brain with a feel-good chemical that makes you feel invincible, like nothing could go wrong in your life. And that can be the start of your very demise. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Look forward to the next one. Cheers.